another video. So today I thought that I would film a what is in my laparoscopy bag kind of video. So I'm assuming if you're watching this, you are probably someone who maybe has endometriosis or might be having a laparoscopy, and here is just a little list, I guess, of the things that I have taken with me when I have had my laparoscopies. So the first thing is something that I'm sure most hospitals tell people, but that is to pack slippers and a dressing gown. This is mainly because obviously slippers are useful when you're walking around the hospital, so you're not walking around with your bare tootsies, because that's not the best. And the dressing gown is because usually when you go down for your surgery, you'll have your hospital gown on, and then you get to put your dressing gown over. So you'll usually go down in your dressing gown and your slippers, and then they take that off you and bring it back up to your ward for you. The second thing to pack is toiletries. Now, I know that typically laparoscopies, at least for endometriosis, are considered day surgeries, which means basically you go home the same day that you have the operation. But that doesn't happen for everyone. So with one of my surgeries, for example, I was in the hospital for I think nearly a week maybe. So it's always best to pack for the just in case you do have to stay in overnight. So just pack things like hairbrush, toothbrush, maybe like face wash or something like that. Just the basic toiletries, you don't need loads, just the simple things. Next is loose fitted clothing. So this is more for after your surgery and even going home in. Your tummy is probably going to be quite sore, so you're not going to want any clothes that are like tight fitting. So make sure you have, even if it's like a dress or like joggers that are really loose around your waist, just something that is not going to be restrictive and that is comfortable for you to go home in and even be in after your surgery. My next one is not a necessity, but it is something that I took after my first surgery, and that is pads. Primarily because the pads they have in the hospitals, at least in my experience, are not the best. They didn't even have the sticky bit at the bottom. You just sort of had to lay them in your knickers and hope that they just stay put. So personally, I would suggest taking some pads with you, but obviously that's not a necessity because the hospital will have some. The next thing that you should definitely not forget is your phone charger, don't forget your charger, and earphones. So obviously your phone is useful because it can act as a distraction, but it's also how you can communicate with people who maybe can't be with you in the hospital, and yeah, that's important. So you probably won't forget your phone, but please don't forget your charger because that would be a bit of a headache. And then the earphones are important because if you are staying on the ward and you maybe want to ring someone or watch some telly on your phone, especially if it's at night time, you're best wearing earphones so that you don't disturb anyone around you. The next thing that I always make sure I have is something that is maybe more so for before surgery. Could also be after, but probably more before, and that is a distraction of some sort. So whether that's taking your laptop that you've downloaded your favourite series on, whether it's taking a book with you, or making sure you've got music to listen to, whatever it might be. You might be waiting for a while before your surgery, so having something to take your mind off of things is a must-have, for me at least. Yeah, so I would definitely pack something that can keep you distracted to the best of your ability anyway. The next thing that I have always packed is some of my favourite snacks. Now, we all know, right, it's not a secret, hospital food generally not the finest, it's not that great, and usually you won't be allowed home until they've seen that you can eat a fair bit. So I found packing some of my favourite snacks to be a good little way around that so that you don't have to eat the yuckiness that is hospital food. Also, if you end up staying for a longer period of time, it just means that you've got some sort of comfort. For me, food is very comforting, and if you've got your favourite little bits and bobs, that's just like a hug. The final thing that I pack is something heat related. Now, hot water bottles may not be the best thing unless you have someone who can be in there with you, because generally the nurses and the staff there are not allowed to fill up hot water bottles for you. So if you've got someone coming with you, it's fine, they can go do it. But otherwise, I suggest things like electric blankets, heat patches. I have heard that there are electric like hot water bottles, whatever that is. I don't know, have a little Google. Just something like that to help ease your pain if you find heat helpful. Especially I found that helped with my shoulder gas pains. If you know, you know. Yeah, so definitely pack some sort of heating thing to help with that. Yes, that was my list of things that I personally pack in my laparoscopy bag, and maybe you might want to consider packing too. There's probably going to be other things that maybe I've forgotten or that other people pack that I just haven't thought of. And if you do have anything that you can think of, do drop them in the comment section below, because it's going to be a help to someone out there, I hope. Thank you for watching this video, and I promise I will try to be more consistent with my posting again. If you did enjoy this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I hope that you all have a lovely, lovely day, and I'm sending everyone a big virtual hug. Mwah. Bye!